Hey there, 5th grade. It's Miss Prater here. I'm going to go over some Shirley English with you guys. I know this concept was new this week with direct object, transitive verbs, and pattern 2 sentences. So I just wanted to do one more video this week to kind of help you along and make sure that you're doing the worksheets correctly. I'm going to be going over worksheet number 32 right now. And in your packet, it said it was page 183 and 184 is on the back, okay? So this is from chapter 9, lesson 2. So I have the sentences on the board, so I'm going to go through and label the sentences and kind of ask you questions as I'm labeling the sentences. So number 1 says, Trey and Travis invented a game. Who's the sentence about? It's about Trey and Travis, and there's 2 of them, so that means there's going to be a compound subject noun. Sorry, I can't talk this morning. So compound, subject, noun. The word and is always a conjunction. What did Trey and Travis do? They invented. So this is a pattern 2 sentence, so it's a verb transitive. They invented what? They invented a game. So that's our direct object. Okay, so DO for direct object. And then, of course, A is our article adjective. So if you look at this sentence, what type of sentence is it? It's a declarative sentence because it's a statement. So you're going to put a D at the end. And then at the beginning, subject, noun, verb transitive, direct object, pattern 2. Okay? Number 2. So kind of the same sentence, but added more to it on number 2. Trey and Travis invented a fun new card game for their friends. So we know the sentence is about Trey and Travis. So that, again, is our compound subject nouns. And is our conjunction, joining Trey and Travis. What did Trey and Travis do? They invented. So there's our verb transitive. What did they invent? Did they invent a fun? No. Did they invent a new? No. Did they invent a card? No. Did they invent a game? Yes. So that is our direct object. So you see how I asked the question about invented what? You got to find the noun of what they invented. Remember, direct objects are nouns. So these words are all describing the direct object, okay? So a describing word, if you're describing a noun, it's an adjective. So fun, adjective. New, adjective. Card, adjective. And then, of course, A is always an article adjective. And then for their friends is a prepositional phrase. So we're going to start our prepositional phrase right here. For is our preposition. For what? They're starting for their friends. So that's our object of the preposition. And then there is a PPA. Remember, PPA is a possessive pronoun adjective. Possessive because it's telling whose friends. Pronoun because the word there is a pronoun. And A because of adjective. Adjective is describing whose friends they are. Okay? This again is a declarative sentence because it's a statement. So put a D at the end. And then we will mark the beginning. Same way. Okay? Number 3. Sarah and Maria have cooked a nice dinner for Carlos and Josh. So who is the sentence about? The sentence is about Sarah and Maria, and there's 2 of them, so we have to put a C in front of it for compound subject noun. And it's joined by the word and, which is our conjunction. Sarah and Maria did what? They cooked. So that's our verb transitive. And have comes right before that. And if you guys remember from last chapter, we talked about helping verbs. They help the other verb out, okay? So have cooked, have is going to be our helping verb, okay? And you can always refer back to your list of helping verbs that I gave you. So Sarah and Maria have cooked. What did they cook? Did they cook a nice? No. Did they cook dinner? Yes. So that's our direct object, okay? And then nice is describing what kind of dinner, so that's our adjective. And A is our article adjective. Then we have for Carlos and Josh. And you see right here, for is a preposition in our last sentence, so it's going to be that again. For who? They cooked it for Carlos and Josh. There are 2 objects of the prepositions, so just like there were 2 subject nouns, you're going to put a C in front of it. For compound, compound means more than one, okay? So compound, object of the preposition, compound object of the preposition. And our word and, again, is a conjunction. And if you look at this sentence, it's a statement, therefore it's declarative. And then we put our pattern at the beginning. Okay, now I want to take a look at the next section. Sorry about that, guys. Exercise 2. So on exercise 2, you had to list the noun job and the nouns. So our noun job, for sentence number 2, if we look at it, our first nouns are the subject nouns. So our noun job is CSN, and we're going to put Trey, and CSN, and we're going to put Travis. And then we have 2 more nouns in that sentence. And the other 2 nouns are going to be, remember I told you guys that direct objects are nouns? So there's our next one, which is the word game. And then object of the preposition are nouns. So that's friends. So OP is the noun job, and the word is friends. Okay, so that's what you should have for exercise 2. Okay, then we need to look at sentence number 2 and 3 for exercise 3. For that one, I'm not going to write it on the board, but I just want to go over it. Your simple subject for sentence 2, if you want to look right here, our simple subject are our subject nouns. So our subject nouns are Trey and Travis. So when you write that down, don't write down and. Just put Trey and then put a slash and then put Travis, okay? And then for your simple predicate, that is your verb in the sentence. And our verb in this sentence is invented, okay? So that's our simple predicate. And then for sentence 3, we do the same thing. We have to find our subject nouns, and our subject nouns are Sarah and Maria, okay? So you would write Sarah / Maria. And then for our simple subject, you're just writing down the main verb. So that would be this one, cooked, okay? If you want to flip it over on the back, for page 184 is what I'm looking at. And exercise 4 is just naming the 8 parts of speech. You guys should remember what those are. And then for exercise 5, it says choose the part of speech for the word on. If you guys will remember, on is a preposition. For number 2, it says choose the part of speech for the word the. The is like a, so it's an article adjective. So if you had to just pick one part of speech, it's kind of in the name of it, article adjective. So it would be an adjective, okay? And then number 3, choose the word that is the verb in the sentence. And hopefully you guys can pick that out pretty easily because it's the action in the sentence. So that would be C, bit. And number 4, it says what is the direct object in the sentence? What did he bite? He didn't bite foot. He bit Garrett. So Garrett would be your direct object, okay? And then number 5, what are the prepositional phrases in the sentence? And so we know that one of our prepositions is on. So that's going to start the first one, on the foot. And then there's one before that in the sentence, and it starts with in. So that'll be in the park. And then for what are the nouns in the sentence? Remember, you're going to list the subject noun, the direct objects, or direct object, because there's just one, and then the object of the preposition, and there's 2 of those. So for number 6, you're going to have 4 nouns in that one, okay? So I hope this helped, and I hope you guys are understanding what y'all are doing in English. You know, you can always reach out to me if you have any questions. I hope y'all have a good day. See you later, guys.